Alrighty. I've done things. Cool. And we should have all of this correct. Yes, we do. Alright. Hi, Devi. I get my hands stretched out real quick. Hi, Safra. Okay. Hello. I've got GlitchedCactus here in the voice chat with me right now. Don't
Hello.
hear. There he is. Perfect.
How are you doing today?
Doing well, you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
I don't think I've actually sent you my friend code, so let me do that really quickly so you can get me added. And then we can do some League together.
Absolutely.
Devi says, "Hi, Cactus!" And Safra also is excited.
Let me pull up that. I have it open on my phone, I think. My monitor only works so well. Hello, Devi. Hello, Safra. Safra always comes down to the streams whenever I stream, so it's fun to see familiar faces.
Hi, Smidge. Alrighty. I'm going to, oops, not that button. That button. And there's Trey Guy and Royal Fishy Fish. Thank you, Safra. What's up,
All right,
Tino
friend request.
Octo? First time joining one of your streams. Well, welcome. Good to have you here. I trust you found us from someplace else then. First time viewer says, first time joining one of your streams. Who would have guessed? No, thank you. Or first time chatter, I should say. Not necessarily first time viewer. YouTube, yeah, there it is. Good to have you. And hi, Jamie. Hope you're feeling better, Jamie. We were just playing Monster Hunter last night, and his voice was a little stuffy. Having a little bit of trouble. I think I did... Oops, that's not the right button. Ah. No! My controls are all messed up because I have been playing Splatoon, but also Dark Souls and also Monster Hunter. And in every single one of all of those games... whoops, too many friends. Happens when you're as popular as me. In all of those games, I don't remember who Mildred is. The like A and B buttons, what they do are switched. So like in Dark Souls, like I usually play that with the Xbox controller, so the B button is where the A button is. And then in Monster Hunter, I actually roll with the A button instead of the B button. I'm all mixed up. And it can be a huge mess for getting back into Splatoon sometimes. Like, I'm pressing the B button, why am I not jumping? Wait, that's not the B button, that's the A button. That sort of thing. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. There we go, we're friends now.
Fantastic.
So, I'm going to open a League Pairs lobby here. Avery will be here, but Avery will be a little late, so we can't have him in League with us, unfortunately. Have you tried out Splatoon 2 before? A little bit. I'm still getting used to it, but pretty cool game so far. Because it sucks. Dang. Okay, that hasn't been my impression of it. I'm glad to hear that they were helpful, Tano. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. If it's like Tino or something, like, definitely correct me. I want to make sure I'm getting that right. I just turned it down. Why does the click to reply button block a word? I just turned down my controllers from 5 to -2 +2. Maybe think about my fights and where I go more because I knew I couldn't fight. Yeah, there you go. So sometimes, you know, creative limitations can lead to some pretty smart adjustments. Voice isn't 100%, but feeling more energetic. Awesome. School stuff done. All good, all good. Just glad to say you still have Clyde. I do as well, but it's great. Elgato capture card? Yes, I use an HD60S. Does Cactus's coach get the 4th league spot when Avery comes? Yeah, sure. I was just thinking, like, if we're going to get power, we're going to have to just kind of grind it out between the two of us here, because Avery's not going to be here for a while. Cactus, I have created a pairs lobby, so you're free to join that.
So awesome. Chicken Lord?
It is Tino. Okay. Whoa, Chicken Lord. Hold on. Hold the phone. Avery has arrived. Devi, you are welcome to come and join us. Now we have the Squid School coach and then the actual team coach.
We got the squad.
Hello, hello.
All right.
Hello.
And now I'm actually going to create a password here.
I gotta boot everything up, so you're gonna have to give me a second.
No worries. No
Sure
rush
thing.
here. Take our time.
So awesome. Huh. So many chords, so little space for anything.
It's Devi's kitty. That was Pearl right there. Pearl is a very good little kitty who likes to sleep on Devi's head.
That is very good.
Kelp tower control. Yeah, actually, I do really want Devi on our team for this. That would be ideal. Actually, take a decent picture with hat and cat. Oh my God, you could have the cat in the hat because she is small and she fits in the hat, and it would be adorable. So this is going to be a lot of fun because on Kelp Dome, Devi basically just owns the entire left side of mid. Or wait, no. For us, it's going to be the right side that she's going to take. But like, she'll just kind of... You won't really be able to do much on that side of the map. Yeah, our right side. It's the enemy left side if I'm playing against her, and so that's how I think about it. But yeah, so our long ramp, like, we can kind of just put all of our forces on left and force everybody else into Devi's line of sight, and she will probably pop off.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, definitely.
I would say Cactus is probably going to be the best tower rider for the comp we're going to have here. I can trade off. Avery can trade off. Devi should probably stay up on the grates to have the most impact. But she can grab it if there's an emergency and she needs to, or if she thinks it's a good position to take. This is getting exciting. So I'm talking with Rosebud. You may have seen her on Warzone Wednesdays. I'm talking with her right now, and this isn't officially planned. This isn't like announced yet, so hold on for just a second. But we're considering a special Valentine's Day event, which will be Smash Ultimate Doubles Sadie Hawkins style. In order to participate, you must be asked to be on a team by a woman. And I feel like that's a really cool and fun idea, and I'm looking forward to seeing it executed. But that's just a little teaser. We're not sure, you know, about quite everything yet, so we'll have more information later.
Sounds really fun though. I am not good at Smash.
Make that 2 of us.
Oh, my controller is not pairing. I love this.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Uh,
Do you have the wire that you can use to just wire it in manually?
Ooh. I don't think so.
Okay.
I might just use the other. What if I just use the 2?
Like USB phone cord works for that, because it's just a USB-A that goes into the computer. So the part that goes into the controller, as long as it fits, will still work, I believe.
I might actually have some. Hold on now.
I don't know if she would sit still in the hat. She doesn't have to sit still for long, you know? She just has to be there in the hat. Yeah, like pets are animals, you know? They are not designed to be aesthetic creatures, that at least aesthetic by our standards, you know? They're not made for sitting still and posing and being fierce in that way.
Okay.
Jem, how did you get better at this game? By playing a lot of it and having a competitive mindset that I had learned from 14 years in the Smash Melee community.
Let's see here.
Sold is sold, basically the same thing, yeah. Thanks for the follow, Tyno. I have no idea. Oh. No. Yeah, I have no idea why it restricted that.
Devi's in the waiting room too.
Gotcha. I'll go and drag Devi up. Boom. Hi, Devi. I'm not hearing Devi.
I hear no Devi.
I have my mic plugged in.
There.
Oh,
We were Deviless.
I gave the most heartiest hi, and I forgot the mic wasn't plugged in.
That is an L.
My mic has this bright blue light on it, so when I go to bed, it like shines right in my eye, so I have to unplug my mic every night. It's like,
That's a good policy, anyway. I heard someone once, just as an experiment, they were not Mexican or Spanish or anything. They didn't speak the language, didn't write the language or anything. They'd never listened to the music. But as an experiment, they put a boombox next to their computer microphone. They had the microphone turned off, but it was still plugged into the computer. And they just played Mexican music on the radio for like 3 days straight next to it. And they started getting Facebook ads in Spanish.
Oh.
So make
It's
sure to
always
unplug
listening.
your microphones and cover your webcams, kids. We live in a society.
we live in a society.
yep.
I don't care if my phone listens to me. Just give me relevant ads.
Yeah. It's funny. I play so much D&D that all of my Instagram ads are just actual like dice. It's just tons of dice and trinkets.
But for real here, game, why not Kelp Dome? This works too, because I need practice on tower. Might go anyway.
One pushing me from mid.
There's
They're
two
in street
back
now.
left. Oh, I got one.
Try weak.
got
I
two.
thought I got him. Apparently did not.
I have armor ready.
Nice.
Oh,
Last
nice.
is explode their bunker.
I got the beacon.
Yeah, good job.
I got the bacon, guys.
Get the bacon.
And
One
it's
street, one street.
legit
Stop street, stop
Canadian
street.
Alright.
bacon.
Trying to get the expo off you.
One down.
No promises. Where's that sploosh? Are they still behind us?
There's
I already
someone
got
on
the
there's
splish.
someone- There's still on their snipe.
Okay, cool.
One down on snipe. Got the pro.
Nice, Cactus. I got
Good
another.
stuff.
Got expo.
Yeah.
Come here.
Good
I
cover
got the other
fire.
one.
Nice. One enemy coming to bunker. I'm down.
Uh-oh.
They're on tower. They're
Yeah.
on tower. It's K-Pro.
All right. Avery's
They
here.
dropped behind it.
I'm here too.
Nice.
There's one behind the paper towels, and there's one on top left snipe too, actually. One dropped. No, they didn't. Now they did.
Okay.
They did the weird
Explo
ledge
is
thing.
their bunker. I'm gonna flank it. Oh, I
Okay,
got him
there's
already.
There's two on their snipe,
Getting
Gem,
fed.
if you want to keep going.
I'm flanking that, yeah.
Oh, I died to the pro that dropped down. They're on right stack.
Traded.
Avery, you're gonna be outranged if you stay there.
Two
you
on
can
my
probably
ouch.
go
Yeah,
camp
yeah,
under
I'm
snipe,
up.
though. Cactus is with you, so you can follow Cactus.
Where are you? Oh, I fell.
There's a couple on right, including K-Pro.
Nice,
Come
follow
on.
up.
Armoring.
Well done for the follow-up there, Chicken Lord.
Yes.
Got the
Okay.
pro.
Oh,
That's
got
two
one.
down.
Snipe. Try, on me.
Two on their street.
One hopped on tower.
One really
One
weak
dropped
fell
one.
off. Got the other. They're behind
Oh,
tower.
I got
Nice.
him, I got him. They ran into
All right,
me.
let's keep it going. I'm gonna missile.
Two on their snipe. Oh, that's a bomb.
Ow. Got one with
There's
missiles.
a bomb, too.
Nice. I have an armor ready.
Thank
We're 2v3. Careful.
Oh, yeah, I should
Probably don't wanna be there.
Trying to run.
follow
Trying to run.
My armors, too. I forgot we had two.
I'm armoring.
Nice. Mine's not even at half, so we're fine.
I'm
Got
keeping the
one.
right stack. They're all left. 3 of them left.
Pro's on the top of the stack, though.
I'm down to try slash in mid. There's another
I
one.
got
Nice. 3
one.
down. 3 down. Go, go,
Got
go.
one.
Blink. Oh, one dropped. You guys got this, I believe.
Oh, he.
Yep, that's a trade. That's fine. Exactly what we need. I'm gonna flank right.
I armored. There's an explo right above me. Oh, there's a pro behind
Got
me
one.
too, and a try. Oh,
Well, yeah, they
hi.
dropped into street.
Oh. Oh, I'm down.
Ah,
We're
Sploosh got
three
me.
down.
Yep. I'm staying back. I'm staying back. I have an armor ready when you guys are.
They're jumping to
It
right
might
stack.
be-
At least 2
what
there,
is it?
maybe 3.
When we get tower past that part, I think Avery, you might actually be a better suited one to ride that,
Oh.
because I can give you
Yeah.
cover fire from behind.
Okay. I am down.
All right, that's a trade. K-Pro mid.
And tries on the right.
I'm missiling.
bubbles.
2,
There's
3 on
bubbles,
left.
so-
3 on left, 1 right stack.
There is a minute 40 left.
Got
so
one with
just keep the
missiles.
paint in mid.
Nice. Try slash is
down.
pushed back on right stack. I got him. Explo freezer rushing them. Got him.
Two
One
on
top
their
left.
snipe.
Got him.
I'm gonna give my armor.
Holding
Missiling
tower.
top left. One dropped. Nice.
Nice.
One behind their bunker.
Hey, Jedi.
Coming right. Coming right. Help. Got him. Thank you.
armor.
You did all of that. Just gonna tell you, you did all of that.
They were focusing on you though. They're wiped.
Nice. I'm gonna find a yeah.
Avery, you keep.
Traded
Never
a
mind,
try.
go ahead. I'm here. We'll look forward. look
Explodes
forward.
up.
Just peek. Oh, okay.
Watch bunker.
One above my head.
Good job.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
Why do you use K-Shot over T-Tech? I only have T-Tech, so I don't really know. That's a really good question. So
It is.
the main weapon is obviously exactly the same. So a lot of the playstyle is going to carry over from one to the other, but the kit makes a really big difference. Any weapon that has lethal bombs is probably better than a weapon that doesn't. There are some exceptions. For example, I think the mines on the custom Hydra actually work really well for it. But for the most part, lethal bombs just give too much utility in too many different ways, and so they're really good in general. Now, both the K-Shot and the T-Tech have a lethal bomb, and this is why I don't use the vanilla splatter shot, because it has a burst bomb instead, and I find the lethal bomb to be more useful. So one of the big differences is the specials. The K-Shot has missiles, which is a much more passive special. You can apply pressure to even backline weapons from very far away with that, in a similar way to Stingray. And it also gives you vision. So what you can do with the K-Shot is paint and play very passively and just bomb spam with like last-ditch effort suction bombs until you actually have missiles. And then for the like 5 seconds that the missiles have an impact on the map, you can suddenly play more aggressive and go and hunt people down because you know exactly where they are. T-Tech, on the other hand, has Inkjet, which is a much more aggressive special. To use it, you have to be further forward, and it's not like it's going to let you engage. It is the way that you engage. So you just generally hold forward a lot more with the T-Tech than you will with the K-Shot. So I use them depending on whether I like the specials on given maps.
Going freezer. Clam goal.
There's one on me in their freezer,
Yeah, there's
two on
gonna
me
be
in their
two.
freezer.
There's two.
I'm down to the roller.
Nice. N-Zap's down.
On long, narrow maps, I really like missiles, and on maps where we want missiles for the objective.
Armor ready.
Okay,
I'll
good.
use that.
I was about to tell you to use yours first.
Yeah. Down to the roller.
Roller shit. I don't know where they went.
By my
But on maps with high ledges we need to contest, I will often go with the
There's a roller
Inkjet
by me.
instead.
Ow.
Because it's good for getting ambushes over the tops of ledges.
Avery, bottom right corner, they're sharking around the wall, but you're gonna get pinched, so be careful, get out.
I'm good now.
Oh, got their N-Zap.
One their street and one right stack. Right stack is weak, didn't get him.
Armor ready.
See if you can coordinate a push with Cactus, Gem. Tell Cactus to come with you when you're pushing a stack.
Sure thing.
Oh, I'm out.
Ow.
Careful, cat.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna jump
roller.
out. They're in our
'cause I
street,
think-
roller. Maybe freezer.
So just bomb below if you've got a bomb. I think the three of you each have a bomb, so.
Yep.
I'm tapping the roller with fall off. Nice, we got him.
Hydra's down.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna armor.
One more on tower. I'm out of ink. I'm down to bomb. They're below in
Left,
court.
top of left stack.
They're running
top
away,
of
they're running
left
away.
stack.
Annoying.
That's okay. There's two there, so don't push left stack.
Oh, I'm out.
Can't do this.
I'm
There's
right below.
there is a roller right underneath snipe. So remember, big yellow caution tape, no ledges. I'm gonna armor, so this will help.
Bucket is pushing stack, and I'm getting pushed.
A
Nice,
roller?
nice.
Hydra's
Nice
just on.
job.
Trying to keep the bucket off you. Got him.
Nice, 3 down.
Last
Just
one's in our
Hydra.
court. Hydra. I hit him once. I'm down. They're in our
Nice.
street.
I'm gonna need. Okay, good. You got the inkjet.
They
Hydra
armored.
armored. There's a roller on the stack
Roller,
somewhere.
I see him. I got forced out. I
Oh,
might
no.
die
I
here.
have no
Rollers.
safe spot. Roller's chasing. They're right below us.
Roller down. Bomb
Okay, there's
rush can
two-
come in.
two
Got him.
left
Traded.
corner. Avery, there's one sharking right below us on the left corner. Be careful.
It's
got
it's the
still
Hydra
alive,
and the tower. That's
surprisingly.
it.
I meant right corner. I
Yeah.
am sorry.
I'm
There's
surprisingly
two.
still alive.
Okay.
Roller and Hydra.
Nice.
Down right. Still Hydra
Hydra's
there.
gone.
Nice. That's two
Hydra's
down.
gone.
Why was the Hydra there? And I got the bucket. There you go.
They've been flanking right every
Nice, just
every
N-Zap.
time here
Yeah, they have.
to clear out street.
Oh, there's one on the left here. They're on the wall, Avery.
I'm coming
They're
in.
literally on the wall.
Hydra is on
There we
snipe.
go.
Hydra dropped to street.
Hydra's gonna die. Okay, I missed them. But they moved.
Roller's right stack. Careful.
Yep.
Hydra's
left,
roller.
bucket.
Hydra's still top left.
I'm armoring.
I got one with bomb. It was roller.
Buckets
Got
over.
buckets.
Nice. Nice shot.
Hydra's bottom right.
Inkjet by those paper towels, Avery. There was someone in that street there.
Missiling
There
their
you go.
snipe. Oh wow, they just stood there and took me out. They're on bunker now.
armor.
Hydra.
They armored as well.
Two looking at tower. We need some pressure on that
I
before we can
I
push.
got one. Yeah.
Nice.
They have to break the armors first.
Hydra's either bunker or snipe.
Hydra is on right
Hydra's
stack.
on right stack. Got him.
And there's one sharking in the left side.
Bucket on.
street.
Yeah, bucket on left. I can't go in on that. There's help.
Oh! Oh my god, I won that.
That was a nice jump. I just saw you jump over him.
I clipped that. I'll show you that after.
Bucket behind me and Hydra in front. I've got to back up.
I'm gonna armor them.
Okay, so we need a lot of bomb pressure forward. I'll see if I can.
Missiling the
maybe
Hydra. Getting on.
Roller is going to
One
be
in
behind
street.
me. Yes,
left.
roller is to my right.
On tower. On tower. N-Zap. Got him.
Oh,
Thank you,
too late.
Avery. It's
Nice,
okay.
good
Go
bot.
follow up.
Bucket
with
behind
them. Go
tower
follow
and
up with
Hydra
them.
in front.
Cactus and Avery need to get up
Oh.
front of
Hydra
the tower.
down. That's white.
I'm out.
Okay, I'm jumping to tower.
Oh, tower.
Nice lead. I got tower. You guys go.
Roller
Oh,
behind me.
there's a roller here.
Roller in freezer.
Ow. Yeah, I got fall off. They're behind the tower.
Oh,
Get out if you guys can.
Yeah,
Be in front of
running.
the be in front of the tower path with it pushing. Then you're the obstacle.
Got Hydra.
Nice.
I'm armoring.
Good job, Cactus. I'm here with you.
Nice. N-Zap's
Nice.
gone. Let's go.
Nice. Very good.
One day I want to try to record a match for a VOD review. Yeah, do it. Go for it. What the requirements are for skipping ranks. It depends on how many times you've lost. Now, strictly speaking, it's how many points you've lost, but it's how many points you lose per loss is invisible to you. So just do good, do well. That's about it.
Do Squid Game good.
Just do it.
Just do it. Yeah, just do it. Exactly. The callouts take a lot of practice, Smidge. That's for sure. There's a lot of memorization involved.
I still don't even know them all. I've just come up with my own random ones, and people just caught on.
Yeah,
I'm terrible at
that happens sometimes.
That's what works best.
Like, paper towels on Mako is not paper towels.
Yeah, no, but nobody calls it that but Devi. But I mean, there are paper
You know
towels
what
there.
it is.
Sometimes I didn't know it at first. I'll be honest about that one. But
And the left alleyway. I usually just say left alley. It's actually called breakfast.
Breakfast?
yeah,
Yep.
I'm not a fan of breakfast just
I'm not either.
because
Look out, he's by the Cheerios.
exactly. Like that is literally what the call out. Freezer.
I know.
There is a freezer full of
Yeah.
meat in
See, that I get.
section of the map.
But I still call it clam goal, even though it's like if I forget what freezer is. It's kelp dome. Time for fun. I mean, I was having fun already. But
Roller
you know,
dropped to left side. Got him.
There's a bucket on left side mid.
I'm missiled, but I'm fine for now. Bucket weak. Got him.
An armor.
Okay, the jet's on the right
Ah.
side. Behind
By
the
my ouch,
tree.
there's the N-Zap. He's in the back.
One above me on right. Or no, that's you being shot at. Never mind.
Okay, so the jet is literally
Oh.
just missiling by their tree. Oh, I got him. There we go. Fall off shot.
All right.
They're
They're on tower.
Oh.
There's nobody with
Oh.
that
Roller got
really.
me.
Yeah, the roller came and just got me.
Bucket top mid. Careful cactus.
Yep.
Okay, so
Bucket
looks
dropped
like
on me. I aim better, but they got me eventually.
This is a bad spot for me. Holy.
Ow. I got pitched.
Tower
Okay, so
weak.
there's a roller on cactus.
Out.
Yeah,
where did
he's
roller come
one.
from? That was Slosher. Slosher's pushing into to choke.
Oh yeah, I can't get out. I need,
Oh,
Oh, that roller.
Roller.
I am dead to bombs.
That's right.
All right. Throw bombs on tower. Stick together.
No. Oh,
I got
dang.
canceled.
that was.
We got staggered a lot. That's whatever.
So the jet literally just stood at the back, painted for missiles, and launched them. That's all the jet did. And I'm just like, I should have just moved over to the left side, like, a good 30 seconds before I
They
actually
had
got the jet.
5 missiles in that game. Holy crap!
Yeah, I'm telling you, they just sat back and painted forward. That's why I feel like I would have been more impactful if I had like actually come over to the left side, and just walked forward from there. If that happens, like, don't be afraid to be like, hey, can you come left grate instead? I will 100% go around up on left grate to give you guys fire from that side.
Yeah, Ashik and Lumo. I really like the call out on my ouch because it gives you something visible on screen. You don't have to like consult your mental encyclopedia of call out knowledge and then come back to the game. You just look for it.
Smidge, the only problem with making your own callouts is that you have to make sure that the group of 4 that you play with understands what your callouts are, because then when you go and do drafts, people are like, what is this? So I actually tell them beforehand, just so you guys know, I call this this.
Mhm. And even if you're on a steady team, Splatoon teams are like high school relationships. They don't work out very often, and they break up pretty quickly. Ah,
Yeah, they
Oh.
break up pretty
one of 'em.
quickly. Says the team that I still have that's still going. What?
I mean, there's always that group of like high school sweethearts, you know, that are just gonna be together forever, and you already know it.
Ah, blaster.
Blaster's coming at you, Debbie.
I
Nice.
know.
Yep. One. Ow, I'm out. One's jumping
Splatoon
in.
teams are high school
Oh, I didn't
relationships.
mean to fall on that.
True. Chargers on tower. I'm coming in from behind it. I'm down. Now we're
Everyone
3
was
down.
just coming out of spawn.
I got one. I'm out. I keep trading. Oh no.
Okay, Cactus is on the
blaster.
flank. I'm gonna
Dodge sniper.
he shot in her
Nice.
base still.
I'm gonna armor.
Okay, shut
Nice.
down.
Nice.
Good. I'm gonna watch where they could flank over here.
Okay, we need to get some mid control out of this. Oh,
Ow.
where did okay.
The blaster was
Bucket.
right below.
Yeah,
It was
bucket's
the
still in
bucket
here.
too. They were both there. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That
I
bomb.
got 2 of them.
Oh wow. That was really good. I'm out.
Oh, those bombs are a no-no.
Oh no.
Fire shot's gone.
Still like 2 or 3 in
fuck it.
court there.
Oh. One's jumping in right in front of you, Jim.
I leader.
Leader down.
Oh my goodness. Blaster's in front of my face. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Push tower path. Push tower path. Blaster's a distraction.
Bucket's in front of it.
I got the blaster.
Nice.
Nice.
Bucket.
Bucket down. Your leader's watching tower now. And someone's bombing it as well. One gonna come over top left, I think. They're in our court. They're in our court.
Got one.
Cool.
So this blaster's gonna come around. Yep. The bucket and blaster are on our tree.
Yeah. Blaster's weak. Got him.
I can't get the
Nice.
bucket. They came up on great.
I'm gonna armor.
Bucket down. K-shot coming in front of E-leader. Got them. E-leader backing up. I'm gonna rush them. There's someone else dropping down with them. Be careful. Watch top mid.
I'm on the tower.
Blaster
There is
right behind.
Blaster behind. Blaster is going to keep sharking underneath of my
Yeah, we need to get mid control before we start pushing the tower. Once we've got it like neutralized, we should just focus on
There
painting.
is 2 right around this corner. There's one on the wall. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, we forced them off a drop, so it's just this K-shot here.
Oh, oh, the weak. Nice. Thank you, Debbie.
Welcome.
Bucket's there, and they
Blaster's
might have bomb
back.
rush soon. Yeah, there they go.
That's what they're doing.
Blaster's
Got one.
gone.
Bucket's still here.
Oh,
Dang.
dang.
Mood.
My 3 worst nightmares. We're on one team. Ugh.
One team. Wait, is there no one else playing this rotation?
Blasters, buckets, leader. All in one combo is really hard to focus on one thing.
Aw.
Yeah, those are all weapons that are really nasty for displacing Hydras.
Blaster's the worst.
Blasters and blasters and buckets can hit up over ledges, which is where Devi wants to be most of the time. And
That's
then
why I
E-leader
couldn't-
outranges her.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't do anything that much. The
Ah.
bucket or the bucket or the blaster are below the 2 points where I take peek or like my main position. And if they're there then I just have to wait till someone gets in the way of some straight line of fire if I spawn there, which is hard. I'm gonna actually come to the left this time because we're struggling on the left. Oh yeah, there's Charger. Charger
Charger's
left
on the
pillow.
floor. I'm gonna rush him. Okay, there's someone with him, so I can't yet.
Knock his armor
Oh,
off.
they have armor. Oh.
They're
Right
behind
next
us,
to you,
huh?
Andy, Jim.
I got Charger, but you know I can't stay here anymore.
No armor.
I almost got the inkjet. I got the inkjet.
I'm going in from behind the there's two watching that. Somebody push from choke. Two coming at us.
Got
We
three.
traded.
Down.
I traded.
2 for 2. Tower's still going.
Ray's on tower, just there. We can go for it. Anyone else?
Yep,
No?
going.
Okay.
They're coming up over top.
Okay.
Over the top.
Yeah. Indeed they are.
Charger's gone.
They dropped from Tool.
Splatter shot gone.
Oh,
Put you
thank
down.
you for that armor.
N-Zap got me.
Woo, I'm down.
Ah. Oh, so weak.
No.
I'll be here in a sec, Devi.
I got inkjetted into the face.
Charger pushed off.
Ah, I got outraged.
Yeah, Charger scoped me.
I got behind it, but they were all protecting it.
Wow.
I knew the one player. I don't know which one they were, but I recognize the one name.
The other thing, fishy, is that the E-Leader splats faster than the Hydra does.
Indeed it does.
It's just
The
one projectile instead of having to hit 3 or 4.
See, the best I can do is trade, but I have to make sure I land all either 3 if they're weakened or all 4 shots. That's it's not a winning fight if it's the same time and I miss a single shot.
Tyno, the way that it will work is just based on this particular run. Now, if you've been in a rank for a long time, there is a variable in the formula, and this I'm actually going to make a video on this at some point to explain all of this, but there's a variable in the formula for volatility, which goes down over time. So if you've stayed in the same place for a while, it's going to decrease and increase your points when you win or lose by fewer, because it's more sure that you belong there. So it's easier to skip ranks early than it is later.
There's 2 coming left stack.
Yeah.
Got the rapid.
Nice.
Dynamo's on right stack, Cactus.
Oh, got their N-Zap.
Okay, there's a dynamo above you chasing you. Now they're to your
I'm keeping
right.
the E-Leader busy.
Yep, yep.
E-Leader's backed up.
He's backing up.
Yeah.
Dynamo's leaving.
The
Oh.
Rapid's back
E-Leader.
now
Dynamo's on
on
their
Good
left.
snipe.
armor.
Missling their
wow.
snipe. There's 3 there.
Yeah.
Rapid's dropping at me.
I broke Dynamo's armor.
Rapid
Oh,
down. Dynamo
Hold
down.
on, Cactus. Trying to help you. Got him.
Thank you.
E-Leader
3
bunker.
down.
E-Leader's forced back.
Let's get some pressure over that snipe.
Blaster's gone.
E-Leader's watching me instead of snipe.
Cool.
Missling snipe.
Leader down.
Nice.
There's one weak in the street here by paper towel.
Tapped one in bunker. Yeah.
I'm dead on
Nice.
tower. I
Blaster
traded.
caught me.
There's one on their snipe.
I'm
Like
being
right
pushed
in
by
front
the
of
dynamo
inkjet.
on right. I've got to get on tower if we're gonna keep this.
Oh, watch my jump.
Ow,
This could
I'm
be
out.
bad.
Got rapid.
I'm
Dynamo's
okay.
directly underneath tower.
Yeah, it's just you and me, Gem. We gotta wait for Cactus. Cactus is here now.
I'm here. Yep.
I'm jumping in.
I'm
Oh, there's
armoring.
a leader in my way.
Zap
Your
dropping
jump
left.
is dead. Oh, never mind. They missed the shot.
Dad!
They missed the shot. Oh, that was lucky.
Oh,
Zap dropped on me.
it
Traded.
was.
Leader top right.
Sniper. Yep.
Yep. They have armor. Avery, you see that sniper on the top right corner on this right side here? Do you think you could toss some of your friendly chickens over on the right side?
I'm sure they would love to make his acquaintance.
There's
You
a
see
flank in the back, just be careful.
Yep.
Missiles at. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
You popped me, so the N-Zap. Oh,
Mine
nice.
kill.
It works, we'll take it.
It always pays off to put a mine behind you because people like to just flank around behind and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Surprise.
Missling tower, E-leader, and someone else are left stack, or right stack.
Okay, so you're, just
One
so you know,
down.
you're way ahead of us. So
I
Jim's
know.
doing the thing they were trying. Rapids down. One on towers down. Just the leader.
E-leader on right. Top right.
Whoa, I died to that.
They dropped down. They're on the ground
No,
over
it's
there.
okay, it's okay. I died to a chicken.
Dynamo and freezer.
Oh,
This, okay. So that leader has not moved from top right. Oh, I'm dead. Remember to shoot down torpedoes if you're near them.
Oh, Dynamo's gone.
Rapid stuck in mid. Got him. Dynamo on left port. Someone else collapsing.
N-Zap
E-leader.
gone, nice.
Dynamo is
Good
left
armor.
somewhere still.
Okay, leader, we need bombs on that leader on top right if we want to move it. It has not moved for the past 30 seconds.
I'm down on street.
I got one of the ones that were chasing you.
oh, I got sniped.
Oh,
Yeah, same.
Can the E-leader hit first checkpoint from there?
I don't think it can go that far, but it can hit at least to, like, a good half the map. I'd say just over half on that angle.
Because I've been
I don't know if
ignoring
it
it when
can
it's
hit.
there.
Oh, you know what? If the tower's here, I bet you it, well, over there? No, it's fine. It's when it pushes past
Trade
it.
was that.
Mother's baller.
Oh,
Rapid
here.
down.
I got Dynamo. And then
E-leader
they
dropped
moved
their
just
behind
E-leader.
straights. They jumped out.
Alright, let's get control.
I've got missiles that
leaders-
all shoot
leaders-
top left.
Leader's on
Yeah,
perch.
leader top left.
Like jetting.
Dynamo weak.
I'm armoring.
Got the leader.
Oh shoot, I should have
Just
called
rapid
my
and
armor. My
zap.
bad, Cactus.
You're good,
Push around
sorry.
to the right. Push around to the right.
Behind. Good job.
Nice, he's gone.
Nice.
There's two in front of me, and I can't move because of the leader. No, he's on the wall.
Ow.
There we go.
He got me.
They're in the walls, I hear them.
Got
Oh,
leader.
the rapid,
Watcher's gone, got him.
2
Got
points.
it.
2 points.
I'm on it, I got it. No,
Yes,
get off
jump.
Zap.
Yeah, there we
Got
go.
Yes.
Good 1v1.
Hey, Cactus, you're the better Zap.
Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Like I said, I have reviewed your Slayer Zap, and you have surprised the heck out of me. Out of most Zaps that I see,
Someone's got to make it happen.
right?
Sometimes you just gotta splat someone. What's the formula to skip X rank? You really want to? You want me to drop some Glico math on you? You're not going to like this. This is not going to be enjoyable for you. All right. So to start with, this is an image. This is an ASCII text. That's so lame. Fine, I'll just give you the Wikipedia link. So scroll down to the algorithm of Glico, and then you'll have all of your numbers for you. There's all the math. It's right there.
Oh. That's a lot.
Just remember that the constant Q is the natural log of 10 over 400, so approximately 0.006. And then everything else should be fine.
Jim, they have your tag. Well, a piece of it.
What are we talking about here? Huh. It's Wa.
It's why.
Wow.
Wa is, as well as being Fia's favorite catchphrase, the character before my name, short for watercolor, because someone on my team was weeb enough to actually know
Yeah.
The Japanese for it.
The roller was below me.
Yeah. We got him. Just a tri-slosh, and they should be in front of tower here.
I have
Yep, there they are. They jumped out.
Someone, yeah. This is where I get to go fun mode, right?
Mini drop. They're coming from mid.
Yeah.
I'll make jetting.
And then one in court, maybe two? Two in court. Got one.
As long as okay, that's a wipe.
Beautiful. Well played.
Armoring.
Missiling all four.
One's flanking from behind. Flank from behind.
Got him. Thank
It's
you.
too late for them to be
Ah,
behind.
It's too late now.
Wow,
myself.
Luigi. Yes.
I literally just sat myself in between two mines and be like, this is gonna paint my feet.
Very good, very good. Ooh, that's a pretty nice power.
Caught up.
Nice.
All right. Thanks for leaguing, everybody. We're going to transition now to the VOD review.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that we got Kelp Dome, because it was actually Kelp Dome... Wasn't it Kelp Dome Tower in the VOD as well? Yeah, it was actually Kelp Tower. Interesting.
Cool.
So we've actually already seen this. All right. So I'm really quickly going to change scenes. Here we go. And let me pull up this. As usual, I will ask my friends in the Discord call for help with keeping up with chat. And here is my screen share coming to you now.
Real quick, what's your highest X power?
My highest X power, I think it's 2415.
Holy smokes, I passed you.
I would say that for the teams I've played on, that's actually relatively low. But
I mean,
I've been thinking about that a lot recently. Anyway,
didn't we have that discussion the other night?
a little bit.
What?
So, GlitchedCactus, are you able to see the screen share here? You're seeing my mouse
Yes.
and everything? Cool.
Yep.
All right. And so, again, just let me know if there's anything in chat that I might want to address. Otherwise, we'll get this started here. So, Cactus, like he was playing in League today, is going to be playing Zap here with us. And with another Hydra, nonetheless. And an orange. This is like almost a Griller's comp right here already. You got Jamie on like orange Zap, and then Taku probably wouldn't play that, but like Cookie might play something like a Sploosh would.
That, or if Sam subs in, Sam would do it. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this Sploosh definitely wilds out like how Cookie does with his positioning in this game. So one thing that I'm gonna do really quickly is pull up a document I made for keeping myself on track here. So, all right. So, getting started here. Something that, one of the first things that I'm going to do in a match, obviously you're a Zap, so you're going to be painting for armor, right? And that's a pretty physically automatic thing for you to do. It's just really common. It's second nature at this point. So right now what you want to be doing is collecting information, because it's safe to do that because nobody's shooting at you yet. So some of the information that I collect from the enemy team's comp here, and you do also flip your map open very quickly to look at it. I like the idea of opening the map. At this point in the game where there's no chance anyone's going to be shooting at you, I would open it for a little bit longer. because you want to be getting information about what gear they're using and what weapons they're running. So I'm really quickly going, okay, Zap, what's it running? Okay, normal Zap stuff. Hydra, what's it running? Okay, normal Hydra stuff. These two both have Ninja Squid. Okay, I need to know that. From that split-second screenshot, I don't think you're probably getting that much information. Okay, so the sploosh has... That's a sploosh build if I've ever seen one. All swim speed. So the only Ninja Squid you got to watch out for is the roller, and on Rainmaker, I'm also keeping track of how many object shredders we have. In this case, it's a Zap. Of course, they're going to have object shredder. They almost always do. Everything else looks pretty standard.
Three-shot great Hydra build.
So that's the very quick rundown that I'm doing to look at what my opponents are running. Especially the Ninja Squid part is useful to have so that you know that when you need to respect enemy ink, even if you can't see someone swimming in it. Now, I do really like this particular map check here, the one that you did just now, because what you're doing here, and I can tell, is you're figuring out... Let me get a quick screen cap here. Yeah, a little bit too quick. There we go. So what you see from here is there's paint that just recently went down through the middle of the map, and there's also a clear trail of someone coming this way, and possibly also someone who is up here about to drop down. So you know that it's not safe to drop over to the right now. There's no blue ink anywhere over there. There's clearly someone here, and there's a pincer that could come through mid if you drop. So obviously, you know, me articulating all of this, this is a more complete, coherent thought than you're going to be able to figure out from this split-second map check, but you're getting the information that you need. Instead of just dropping over this ledge, you sit and throw a bomb instead, knowing that there's someone there for that bomb to displace. So this is a really good map check right here. Always, like, when you're dropping over ledges, know that it's safe to do so. That's just a rule in general, but against a roller, against a sploosh, you know, weapons that are going to be able to ambush you really hard if you just drop into enemy ink, this is an especially good habit to develop. Another thing to think about with the composition on their team is the Hydra. And obviously, you know, we were talking a little bit about how this works when we were playing with Devi, but what a Hydra is going to do is completely control the side of the map that it's on until it's displaced. You can literally put a Hydra on one end of the map and all three members on the other end of the map, and there's nowhere that the enemy team can safely go. It's a really huge threat on specifically Kelp Dome because of the way these grates allow the Hydra to move around faster than anyone else will move around on it. It's running, you know, 2 mains of run speed, and it's just going to have great line of sight on like anybody who's anywhere near mid. So you're kind of hitting a dead end here, unfortunately. There are no teammates going this way with you, and it looks like somebody goes down, so there's not really any way that you're going to contest mid right now. So you kind of just have to swim back. Now, what I would be doing as I swim back here is I don't know exactly where my teammates are since the last map check. And what you were checking with those map checks, if you're going that fast, is probably enemy positions and not where your teammates are. So you probably don't know right now exactly where your teammates are and whether they're taking a fight or anything. You have armor, but you don't have the information that you would need to use that armor effectively. If I pop it right now, I would wonder, are my teammates going to be able to take a good fight? Or is that just going to give away someone who's sharking? Are they in a position where they can stand to actually pincer someone? Or should we just save this armor for when my teammate is back and we can make a 4-player push? I don't really know that from the information that you're gathering here. And so it's a little unclear. This is a really dangerous position. If you know that the Hydra is going to be on the left-hand side, then it's a little bit less dangerous. But remember, we have 2 ambush weapons here. If there's a roller sitting right underneath you, you're already dead. So I almost never push over this way unless the ground below me is already painted. And I know that there's nobody who's just going to jump out and one-shot me from below. This position right here isn't super hidden. If like the Hydra were to see that you walked over here, and they probably did if they were watching, if somebody over here was watching, you sitting on top of this block isn't tricking anybody because they saw you walk over. So I'm not sure if this is going to be especially impactful. So it looks like what we're doing right here is we're popping armor because our teammate is under fire from the Hydra. It is a 4v4, so this isn't a bad time to have it, but neither you nor your teammate here are in a position to push. At most, this is going to save someone's life. Maybe someone over here is able to get a push off, but right now what we're kind of going to do is just sit in mid and there aren't... Okay, we're able to take one fight here, so that's good. And the Hydra goes down too. I'm actually surprised the Hydra went down. I wouldn't expect them to be vulnerable to a push from that direction. I think if they play their cards right and back up when they're running out of charge, they probably don't get picked there. But you've got 2 down now, so this is a good time to start a push. And the most important thing right now is to make sure that the tower path is clear in front of you. Looks like there is someone coming from behind. Oh, and they sneak up on you here. This is a really good play from the Sploosh, because you can see they're coming from right here, right? So what you're expecting is they're going to come around this corner. But instead, they climb up the wall and drop down over the top against the Hydra here, and they catch them off guard. So that was a little bit sneaky, and that's really hard to actually see coming with a map check. So I don't really blame you for missing that one there. Now... in this position, you've already been hit, so even if you get out of the lethal range, the splashdown is going to kill you. The dots around the splashdown only indicate lethal range. They won't indicate the indirect damage that it will still do even further back. Like, even back where my mouse is, you will still be getting hit by indirect damage. So, at this point, with you already being damaged, you're dead to this one way or another, so the best you should probably try to do is just shoot it out of the sky. And you did already get a couple of hits on it, so you stand a pretty good chance of actually doing that. And that might have saved you here. But instead, they're able to take 2 out, and it resets to neutral. So, working to get special here, which is fine. It's probably what you should be aiming for. Now, you've just painted over the top of Perch here. What that means is everybody over here on the other side of this wall knows that you're here. Everybody's always watching this because they're always worried about where the backliner is going to be. They're always worried about your Hydra. They're always worried about your Chargers. They want to know if somebody's there, and especially if they have a roller. This is one of the prime roller sharking spots because they can hit up over this ledge, and they're completely invisible to you until you're already splatted. So... especially against this comp, but in any situation, if I'm going to come up over this wall, I'm not going to paint over the top of it yet. I'm going to sit on this wall. I'm going to look over the top and see, is there enemy ink down there? And if there is, I'm probably not even challenging it. I might like try to paint over the side from like over here where I have some cover, but like there's a roller there. I'm throwing a bomb over first or something. I'm trying to get him out of the way. Because just coming up here and standing here, that roller should have killed you. Like, honestly, no excuse for the roller not to kill you. They totally could have seen you there. I don't know how they missed. And you even get hits with, like, fall-off damage anyway. If the N-Zap maybe had hit you with some fall-off damage, even that indirect probably could have led to you dying. At higher levels of X rank, you will just die for peeking over there. So... that's something to be aware of for any ledges in general, especially when you're playing against a roller, because rollers just love to sit under ledges. They're always going to be sharking under there whenever you give them the opportunity. A map check also would have been a good idea. That is a way that you could have checked to see if it was safe, and if there's green underneath your perch there, it's just a no-go. You just don't drop there. You don't try anything, because we've got a Ninja Squid roller. You're not going to see it coming in time. All right. So right now it's a 1-for-1 situation. You did take out the Hydra. So right now, or no, sorry, your Hydra went down. It's their Hydra that's still up. So you still got to be a little bit careful. You want to know where the Hydra is. That's first priority. Second priority is having paint to work with so you know there's not a roller right in front of you. Out of ink a little bit, so we're going to back up a little bit, which is a good thought. I like that you're checking to see over the side here. That's really good. So for people who don't know what I'm talking about, right here, I'm guessing that he's checking this. And correct me if I'm wrong on that, Cactus, but my thinking is that he's
checking that.
Yeah, he's checking this ramp to see if it's safe for him to stay here or if someone's going to maybe drop down over the top, if there's maybe a Hydra here. Now, what Devi will sometimes do is just walk out without painting, so that, because like she's got run speed, you know, she's going to get there about as fast as someone painting for themselves and then swimming through it. So it is still possible the Hydra's here. That's something to watch out for. But you throw a single bomb over there, you probably know that they're not going to be there. So this is a really good map check that I like. And that means that, you know, once you see there's nobody here, this entire area is safe to you for the time being. All right. So I like that you're seeing we've got all of our teammates here. They're starting to push the tower. Now is the time to put a push together. And so you pop that and you move forward. That's really great. I like that as soon as you see that curling bomb, you're not rushing forward at it. I would probably have backed up a little bit further because you are still in direct roller range if you're that close to it. But I like the idea of pre-firing where you know that the roller is going to be. It's either a roller or a sploosh, actually. It could be either one. And either one you want to be backing up from. But because you're able to hit those shots, your teammates see this is a person who's here. They actually swam through their curling bomb. They get the pick. Now you've got one down. This is awesome. So you see another curling bomb come by, and that means that there is going to be someone around the ledge. The N-Zap goes down, but that N-Zap doesn't have the curling bomb. So now we need to figure out where that player is. We know where the Hydra is now. You've got a roller right here or a Hydra right here. Shooting at the Hydra from that range, you're not really going to hit them. And what you're also doing is, remember, we had a roller that just dropped a curling bomb over the side there. For all you know, they could be coming around this corner and you're shooting straight up. One of the issues with shooting straight up in this game, you know, one of the things that makes it something you don't want to do for very long is that it cuts your peripheral vision really badly. You can't see someone approaching you very easily if you're aiming straight up. So I wouldn't keep doing this as soon as you start missing. If you hit a few fall-off shots, then yeah, maybe keep going for it. But as soon as you start missing, I'm like, okay, this is not going to be impactful. And honestly, I trust a Hydra player to know how to hit these fall-off shots. Hydra players are going to practice that. I don't want to stay here with, you know, ink around me if there's a Hydra that knows where I am and potentially a roller coming this way. So at this point, I'm going to try instead, you know, I'm going to cut my losses. And instead of trying to get all of the picks, I'm going to try and take advantage of the picks that we did just get to take control of mid. You know the Hydra's on the left. If you're able to get around to the right-hand side of mid, the only person that could be there is the roller. And so if you're able to get all of the paint between here and there, your color, you're probably pretty safe. A roller, we just saw the... Okay, so I like that we're getting some control of mid here. I don't know that the bomb on the side wall there is going to get you all that much paint, but one thing that I would be doing for sure is making sure that this is clear. I'd be making sure that this is clear. Like, these are definitely places a roller could totally be right now, especially since we saw curling bombs coming from this direction. I'm very worried, especially about this patch of ink. And you kind of swam over there and made yourself visible, and then you turned your back to it. And so now, when the roller shows up behind you, I'm not surprised. Turns out the sploosh was actually there, I think. I think it's the sploosh that gets you. Yeah, it was. So they actually happened to be there. What happened to them? So they got splatted in that initial set of picks. And in the time that you splatted this person and then splatted the next person, the sploosh has already, I think, jumped back to the Hydra and dropped down behind you guys. So when you got those picks, you didn't really take advantage of it by taking more map control. If you guys move into mid and get control of the area around the tower, you don't need to worry about your court very much anymore. You don't need to worry about someone flanking from this direction. So you can kind of make the Hydra's position a lot less effective if you're able to secure the tower. So what I would be doing in this position right now that we've gotten someone down and that someone else is gone, or actually we've gotten 2 players down, is I'm trying to take control of the right-hand side where the Hydra can't really see me. And I'm going to see if I can find a window to get the tower down onto the ground on the right so that the area behind us doesn't matter as much anymore, so that we're in an area where we have paint control, so that, you know, we can really start a push going here. And yeah, so we get flanked here, we go down, and now it's... your sploosh is in Narnia, man. I don't know what to tell you about this move. I don't know how they got there. Everything around them is painted, so clearly somebody has seen them and is trying to paint around them or something. They're not being especially helpful in this position. Now, they do end up, I think, being able to convert this position into a successful defense of the tower. But my counter to that would be, if they're putting themselves in a position to defend the tower when you guys have an advantage and could have been pushing the tower, they're letting you guys down, even if they do make good on that defensive position. Another issue with them being there is they're not able to stop the enemy team from locking you guys out. You're in a 2v1 in your spawn when this guy might have just backed up or something and been able to help you. So I don't agree with this position, even though they do, I think, drop down here, use hammer, and they get the Hydra off tower, they get the roller here, I think, and you're able to get another one in your base finally. So yeah, you get a wipe off of this, but that depended on a lot of things going right for the sploosh. So I'm not a huge fan of the play that they make to stop the tower from pushing here. Again, the tower didn't have to be pushing in their side at all. You had a 4v2 situation. That could have been a situation where you guys push forward instead. All we had to do was clear out paint a little bit more thoroughly. The way to beat weapons like this sploosh and roller combo here is just paint meticulously. If you paint meticulously, they have nowhere they can ambush you from. The most that you have to worry about is ledges. And even then, you can look at the paint on the other side of the ledge and say, okay, that's probably not safe. I need to respect that ledge. But if you paint them out, you have more range than them, so they can't really rush you effectively. Like, yeah, the roller's vertical flicks can do stuff, but they have to telegraph their vertical flicks. They have to jump up out of the ink and be a lot more visible at that point. It's not an ambush anymore if they're vertical flicking. So they have a little bit more range that way, but you still generally, I would say, have a range advantage over a roller. So all you have to do, as soon as you spot that they're in the patch of ink you just painted, is walk backwards, hold ZR, you beat them. So we paint that up. I like the idea of painting this because you know that the Hydra's on the left-hand side, and if you paint this over, they can't safely be there. As soon as they pop up here, though, and have charge, I don't take this fight because they splat faster than me. You're staying at a line of sight where they can hit you, and granted, they have missiles on them, and that's what saves you here, but you would have already died to the Hydra if not for those missiles. And also, because you were aiming straight up, like we were talking about before, you didn't see the sploosh coming in here on the right, which you would have seen if you'd been keeping your focus at eye level a little bit more. So that pick comes from a little bit of over-aggression trying to control their perch here. Since you got the tower down here, I don't even think you need to worry about perch that much. Yeah, the Hydra might be able to hit this, but if you're able to control the area in front of the tower instead, this person only really has to worry about the Hydra, and they can just sit behind the pillar here and be pretty safe. Sitting behind the pillar here also gives them pretty good defense against someone who's on this position. So unless the Hydra were to like drop down and start walking toward you, I don't even think you have to worry about them here once the tower has actually made it past mid. I would start worrying more about this massive patch of green that's stopping them from staying on the tower for any longer than this. Also, I know I'm talking a lot, and that's kind of what I do here. But if you ever have any questions, like, interrupt me. Just stop me from talking and ask the question. Or if I'm, like, interpreting your decision-making incorrectly, just let me know. You have full license to stop me from saying words.
Thank you. No problem. I was just like, I was trying to think of anything, but then as soon as I thought something, you said it. So I was like, okay, this is going well. So
Cool.
No worries.
Thing I wanted to add to the Hydra on that little snipe perch thing is, again, when it pops up with charge, like I'm pretty sure that was seen, you can literally like hug underneath, so that way like when you're right underneath, you can like turn your camera so the Hydra's above you. It cannot aim straight down without coming to that ledge.
Got it.
So that is protection right there. Even if like missiles weren't on it, you would have to force it to come straight out to the edge to try to get you. And by the time you kind of get under, like right underneath and hug that wall, you probably would have been able to see the sploosh too. So that way you can literally turn around, get your view behind you, and you don't even have to deal with what's above your head because it can't hit you at that angle.
That's my
Okay, yeah,
that's my
see.
recommendation as well. So like what I was talking about with line of sight, to clarify, is the Hydra right now. Here, let me actually. I'm gonna open up MS Paint. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so, and I need to get this on screen here. Custom capture. We'll turn that on. And paint. Cool. All right. So here's, let's see. So this right here, I'm going to, this is like a side-on view. So Hydra is here. We'll put a little ponytail on it because this is Devi.
Oh.
So Hydra is here, and the Hydra can look out over this angle here. So I'm going to undo that last line and draw it more specifically. So they can see out like this, and this is what they're able to shoot at.
Okay.
If you hide right here, the only way that they are going to be able to do anything about that is if they walk forward so that they can do this. And from here, they are much more vulnerable. Anybody else who happens to be looking at them has a much easier shot at them from here, because if you're trying to shoot at this person, you know, you have to hit up over that wall as well. And so this is cutting off, them being this far back is cutting off some angles you have of them. From here, you only have like this angle right here. It's a very narrow wedge that you have to hit to be able to actually splat this person. Whereas if they're this far forward, you can aim like all over the place. You can aim from here. You can aim from up here.
Straight up, and you're fall off.
And you have all those angles you can hit them from. So it's much more vulnerable for them. They're also a lot more visible this way. You're a lot more likely to be spotted if you're up in this position than if they can only see your head over the wall. And so a lot of backliners will just instinctively avoid these positions right at the front of a piece of cover like this. So they're at least discouraged from trying to approach you from that direction, and they're less likely to go for it. One other advantage that goes beyond that, though, is that if you hide down here, they can't see you. And if they were to walk over this way, yes, they have a faster time to splat than you do, but they're making themselves visible to you while you might not quite be visible to them. So I'm going to turn this picture around a little bit. So now we're looking at the front of it, and they're up here trying to look down here and see you. If you were right here, but you scoot just a tiny bit over this way, and then they start shooting in this direction, if you have your aim on and you're hitting your shots right away, it doesn't matter that you start hitting them sooner. If they were to try and turn and splat you in that amount of time, you still get them first, even though they have a faster time to splat. So if you move and throw off their aim a little bit, and now they're just blindly guessing where you are, you have a pretty good chance of actually picking them, even though your weapon is slower than theirs to get the pick. So that's the kind of thing I would have done. We'll get rid of that, and now it should be back on. Yes, perfect. So if you had sat right here and then shifted maybe a little bit to the right or a little bit to the left, then all they can do is like blindly guess down there, whereas you see them directly and have pretty good shots on them. And you stand to win that fight if they try to take it. You also stand, since they're probably not going to take that fight, you stand to be able to focus on other things and get control around you. You do get the armor off, so that should at least help your teammates a little bit, but it's now a 2v4 situation and your teammates are a bit split up, so you're back on defense now. Good pick by your teammate there. It looks like they pushed your Hydra friend, and they were able to win the fight using armor. Now, I did say earlier, I want you to be pushing into mid a little bit more when you get an advantage. Right now, for one thing, you don't have an advantage. For another thing, you have to be super duper scared because you can see how much green paint there is around this corner. It even goes further around the corner. So, again, the way to beat these guys is to paint them out. Instead of going all the way up to the edge of their paint and putting yourself right on the line between them, for all you know, there's a roller right here already, right? So instead, what you want to be doing is start by painting at your max range and then walk maybe a little bit further in, but then realize they're going to see these shots from around the corner. This is classic roller and brush stuff. They're going to see you're painting around the corner here, and as your shots advance into their ink, they're able to track, okay, he's walking forward into our ink. The shots you're firing around the corner give them a lot of information, and you still have no information about where they are. So what happens here, I'm not surprised happens at all. There's not really a way out of that. The way to paint this instead is, like I said, to stay further from the edge of their ink when you're putting down paint in that sort of a situation, and also come from an angle that gives you a sight line. If you paint from here out this way, you just force them back with your paint because you have all this blue in between you and them. And you also have a better sight line so that they can't really get around a blind corner at you. All right. So you're 2 down here. Your teammates are able to collapse on someone, which is fantastic. Good job to them. And they actually get another one down. So despite the fact that you were behind in that fight, teammates were able to win a couple of engagements, and they make it work. Cool. So let's see what happens here next. So you drop in. You can see some shots are going down somewhere across mid, so we're looking for where those are coming from. It looks like you spotted someone here on the left, or maybe you just had an intuition they were there. Maybe you were just painting their paint trail. Did you know that this person was here before you looked around the corner?
So before, when I did like the double map check, I did notice like a split of ink, like kind of below, like one of those little droplets, like in that area. So I was like, okay, someone might be over there. And plus, when that roller killed me before, we see them hang around that spot area.
Oh, I think I see.
You see, so I get spotted by the roller, and I see they're going back. So I'm like, okay.
a little bit of paint down over here and
then I know they're still there. So that's a huge guess I'm taking, that they're still there, which I probably shouldn't have took. But I'm like, okay, they're probably still going to be here because the tower's still in the center. My team's on the left. They're going to want to, because I do have the invisible squid. So they're going to want to try to flank or something. So
I like that thinking. Now, if that's your thinking, I'm very worried about this green patch right here. I would be painting this all up first.
Okay.
And against a really good roller player, what's likely to happen here is that you show that you are willing to meticulously paint mid and make sure that you don't get ambushed, and they realize, oh shoot, I'm just going to get collapsed on here, this isn't going to work, and they jump out. That's what will tend to happen a lot the more meticulous you are about this. But yeah, there are a lot of situations here where you probably could have gotten picked, but you do catch them exactly where they were. I like that you're just backing away as soon as that all happens, and you turn to look back where you came from as soon as it is safe to and you've moved yourself out. So shots come from behind you and you turn to meet them. You pop your armor, and it looks like you're going to go for this fight. With someone on the tower right now, this player actually doesn't matter. The tower is just way too far away from them. The worst that happens right now is they flank, right? But you know that they're here, and so what you can do is push ahead and have an impact in front of the tower and just flick the map open occasionally, because you know they have to push through your blue ink to get there. So you'll see them coming, and you'll know the timing when they do come, and you'll be able to like throw a bomb in their way or something when they do actually show up. But like, you can kind of do double duty right now. Instead of just focusing on this player and getting pulled away from the team's tower push,
you can just go with the tower. Like, you see, okay, that player's in a useless position. They can do absolutely nothing to stop my team from getting lead from here. But the people who can stop my team from getting lead are out in front of the tower. So I should just go and contest that instead. Especially, you know, this is a 1v1. It's just, like, you're without help in this fight. You could be with help in a 4v3 in front of you. A 4v3 that maybe this guy tries to crash later, but again, you know that it's coming. And so you're going to be able to take measures to counter it when it does. Like, that seems like a loss, but I mean, your team did get lead from that. And they got through one of the most important checkpoints. That's one of the biggest choke points, that checkpoint in all of tower control. Once you get through that first checkpoint, you get like 30 points for free on this map. Not completely for free, but if you've got a push that's going that well, a lot of the time, as soon as you get on the tower again, you're just making it all the way to behind their tree. And there's not a lot that the enemy team does about it. All right, so from here, map check. We know that there's a couple of them in mid and that they're probably going to be coming around to the left. I would probably want to be checking map a little bit more just to get a better idea of where they are right now. Because you saw where they were in mid earlier, but now they could have moved. You know, it's been 2 or 3 seconds. So I want to make sure I know a little bit more about where they are. And the fact that they get marked is great. What I want to do here, because again, blind corners, I want to put a bomb right on this spot. That way, your teammates can safely push around to this corner because they know there is definitely nobody on this spot of ink. If they are behind the wall and I come from a wide enough angle around this corner, I'm at N-Zap range from that person because I pushed them so far back from the wall. But if you put the bomb here, they can totally just stay on this spot and still smack someone who comes around here. And so you're not really clearing this area of Sharkers just yet. Okay, so it looks like there wasn't anybody there, and your teammates do get a couple of picks, but there is a Hydra on the tower. So I see that my sploosh is in position here. What I might do is, like, throw a bomb and maybe, like, drop down, try and peek the corner or something. You want the Hydra to be looking one way so that somebody else can sneak up on them from another way. If you all come from the same angle, the Hydra just looks at that angle with charge and mows everybody down at once. This is especially rough if you stand in front of your Hydra, because you can block their shots, and then once you get splatted, they just get splatted. So I wouldn't want to be grouped this closely. If your sploosh isn't going to take this position, I want to take this position. Okay. Looks like you guys back him up with the help of the Hydra. You know somebody's around the corner here. And what I'm worried about, if somebody's around the corner here, is that if I ride the tower all the way up, they just hit me over the top of it, like a roller or something. So I don't want to be here. If I'm here and there's somebody on this back wall, I'm already dead. Now, fortunately, it looks like there wasn't anybody there, but you stay here for a very long time and they come up from a different wall. And that probably should have killed you if they had executed it a little better. So top mid is extremely dangerous because so many people have line of sight over it, especially against a team that's got a roller on it. It can hit up over the ledge and it can take you off that position really easily. Ooh, 2 teammates are dropping down on your teammate here, so you kind of want to... I shouldn't say 2 teammates. 2 opponents are dropping down on your teammate. I like that you are trying to help out as much as you can. They're in a little bit of a rough spot, but you're able to at least get one of them down as a team. You know where this guy is exactly. I would be instead of dropping in this position, I would be hightailing for cover behind the wall here. I guess we don't necessarily know where the Hydra is at this point, and so maybe that's why you're taking the position you're at, but... they're the threat right now. I would just be trying to get around the wall instead, because I know I've got a lot of blue behind me. I've got an escape route. If they paint my feet behind me here, I don't have an escape route anymore. Good shark, though. You're able to catch this guy out. I'm surprised that... So you spend all of this time, like, standing up here and painting, right? And then you drop down. All of this should be visible from perch. And they also should have seen you when you started painting over here. So... okay, so the fact that the N-Zap doesn't see you there is just poor awareness on their part. I think they should probably know that you're in this position at this point. But you do a good job of, you know, pre-firing where they want to go, and then they realize, oh crap, I can't move, but by that point you've already got 2 shots on them, you win that fight pretty easily. They probably could have disengaged and played that a little bit better once they realized they were being shot at, but you do a good job, you know. This is nitpicking what was overall a fight that you were certain to win. So let's see what goes on here. So you get this pick, you've got one down, you get rid of their armor. So you have teammates that are willing to get on the tower, which means it's probably safe. Now what this guy needs you to do is to push out in front of the tower for them. And you start to... There's already a sploosh on top of you, so you're actually lucky they didn't see you. Again, I feel like they should have seen you, but you're lucky that they just hightail it for the tower instead. So you can turn and... At this point, this is a sploosh, right? I say just get on the tower. Because if you just sit on the tower right now, for them to push to the tower, they have to get through blue ink. And so, by the time you see them doing that, like, there's clearly not a sploosh here. By the time you see them doing that, you just shoot them. So I would just keep the push going at this point. There was another player that was coming from behind the tower. That doesn't matter if the tower is pushing out from in front of them. You could have just stayed on the tower, avoided the threat entirely, and made them come to you. And if a sploosh or a roller has to come to you, you see them coming first. You hold, like I said, walk backwards, hold ZR, you win the fight. So you could have just stayed on tower because they were not in between you and the tower path. You could have just kind of kept that push going instead of being forced out and having to retreat. Fortunately, your teammate does get the idea to get on tower and keep pushing it, but like, I don't think that in the position you're in, you're really stopping anyone from stopping the tower push. You are here by the grace of your opponent's bad positioning and not by the fact that you're like really defending the tower at this point. So, and again, they're dropping over into mid. They should be setting up more around their court right now because that's where the tower is going to be. Yeah, maybe you send one person over perch to flank the tower, but like you're already so far forward that dropping on this far into mid is just wasting time and letting your team push further. So that was a bad choice on their part, and it's smart of them to jump out of it. At this point, this is probably a 1 game already. You've got 2 of them down, you've got an armor to work with, and you've got their entire court under control. So they have to make a really big, strong push without any specials, and all they've got to work with are a sploosh and a Hydra. Hydra is going to be, you know, nasty. You're going to have to figure out how to defend against that. The sploosh, though, you should be able to see coming at this point. Like, you already saw a curling bomb go out. You know roughly where that player is. They drop down from here. Now, one mechanical thing here. I'll have to back up a little bit. So right here, you want to throw a bomb, but you don't have enough ink. So you have to sit down in the ink and get more to throw that bomb. So it's not even that like you weren't aware of your ink tank there. You were perfectly aware of your ink tank in this moment to know that you didn't have enough ink to throw this bomb. So after such a short time in the ink, you should expect that you don't have enough ink to take this engagement. As soon as I threw that bomb, if I'm going to throw it on that low of an ink tank, I'm backing up to get a little bit more ink before I re-engage. Because if the sploosh had gone on you instead, you would put up no fight and they would have splatted you. They probably could have used your tower for cover and gotten a pick there. And now it's them versus your teammates. They still don't win that fight, as you can see from the firing squad that they had to face down there. But that's a little thing to make sure you're keeping track of. I like this push up a little bit. As soon as the ink mine goes down, though, I am immediately trying to paint over it so that as soon as it paints, it doesn't paint up my feet, and I might have an escape route. The Hydra has enough time, now that you haven't painted that escape route, to drop down and cut off your escape route, and now you're just pinned. You stay out there around cover long enough that they probably could have gotten you. I do like that you're right side peeking, and that probably saves you here. But they probably should have been able to hit enough shots to splat you there, especially with you being marked. And so now you're just kind of stuck. Literally the best thing you can do here is sit here. Because as long as you're sitting here, they need to respect that you're there and not push carelessly. If they do just 2v1 you, they win, right? But even then, a 2v1 is taking 2 of them away from defending the tower that is still pushing. So that's not a bad idea. I like that you opt not to take the fight here, because it's a fight you're going to lose, and if they are able to get you out of the way, they're able to push up faster. So even though, you know, they should just kind of pincer you here and get in a better position, you do end up getting a pick out of it. You end up distracting them for a while. Your teammates were able to take the Hydra off you because it was focusing on you instead. You know, sitting there is the best option once you're stuck there. But I would argue that what you should do here is, as soon as you see this happen, I'm already painting behind me and trying to back up again instead. And that way I can use this area for cover. I can just throw a bomb here to stop the guy who pushes in this position, and the Hydra can't do anything to me. And you get in here, you're able to get that pick. Not the cleanest situation, but you made what of it that you needed to for your teammates to get that checkpoint. You already have several teammates behind you. There's a Hydra on the tower. There's not a lot they're going to be able to do here, in all likelihood. And there's the game. So I'm going to really quick check to make sure that there wasn't something I skipped there. Oops. Here we go. Good. Yes, I covered that. I did that, and all right, yeah, I talked about everything that I wanted to there. So, big bullet points I would say overall are: look at the enemy comp and think about what counters those weapons. So for example, with the roller and the sploosh, you need to beat them by painting meticulously. If you paint meticulously, if you make it so the map is so blue that their green doesn't give them anywhere to shark, now you've taken away their biggest power as a weapon. And so that's one priority. Another priority is thinking about how the Hydra is going to use this map. Like thinking about line of sight and how you can work around a longer range weapons line of sight. And putting yourself in positions where, with those constraints, with the way that you have to play against those weapons, you're going to be countering them. So that's the biggest bullet point, I would say. There were a couple of things about the way you use cover in smaller interactions and the maintenance of your ink tank that I would definitely focus on. But I like the level of awareness that you're starting to exercise using your map checks. I will say that the map checks slow down a lot more as the match goes on. You're doing it a lot less after the first 10 seconds or so. So make sure not to be letting that slip too much. Obviously, you do have information once you're spawning back in about their positions, so you don't need to check it as much. But there are still a couple of positions where you probably could have like taken a look and been like, oh, that's all green. I probably shouldn't go there. Otherwise, I'm happy to be able to, predict what it is you're looking at just by your map checking, It's making sense to me why you're checking the map at a lot of these times during the match, and that's encouraging.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you a lot. I appreciate it. Definitely, I think I will try to work on, especially the ink thing, because I find myself in a lot of positions during that period where, like, I throw a bomb and then it's like, okay, I'm out of ink. Why? And it doesn't click right away. It's like, I just threw a bomb. That's why. So I need to back up, find some time, especially make sure there's no flank behind me, especially like in this Kelp Dome case where there's plenty of opportunities for them to flank around. So definitely that, more map checking for sure. I was also seeing that as well. In the beginning, I was checking it after like every couple seconds or so, and then it was just like not at all by the end. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Definitely, I had a lot of things I got to consider into improving these.
Yeah. So to reiterate also, watch your blind corners. Even if you're not up against like an ambush weapon, like a roller, walking around a blind corner where there's enemy ink, never a good plan. Always take corners from an angle where you're able to see them before they're even in your range.
Got it.
And that way you'll not get jumped quite as often. So that was another thing that I should probably add into that. But yeah, I find that a lot of people, when they run out of ink, it's because they threw a bomb. That I actually run some ink saver sub on my Capro build, because I found so often that I was just running out of ink for engagements because I threw a bomb before then, and splat bombs are so ink hungry. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Like, how many bombs am I throwing? Is this bomb going in a place where it's going to let me get around this corner safely? Like, one of the ways to deal with a blind corner, like I was talking about, it's on the final push here, I think. No, it's further back than this. Oh, right, it's on defense. What am I saying? So it's like right here, this bomb. Use bombs to corner check and keep your corners safe. If you throw a bomb right here, you know they have to back up at least this much, and if you use all of the space, swing as wide as possible around this corner, that's a safe way to get out of here, even if you have to do it into a sea of enemy ink.
Okay, got it. All right. That makes sense.
So, all right. Thank you so much for submitting your footage for this. Appreciate, like I always say, people being willing to be subject to criticism in a public setting, because that's not necessarily the easiest thing. So I appreciate the courage that takes, and also just the fact that we have content.
I want to thank you for the opportunity. It's not every day I'm able to actually like submit something to be able to root, even though Debbie's always available with my team and I. So, but it was nice to have like more, more people available to actually go over it and see what kind of feedback I can get to see where I do need to improve.
Another perspective, because mine's more kind of like behind the scenes from what I can see a frontline can do. Gem actually knows the frontline perspective, so that helps out a lot.
Yes, I have the tunnel vision perspective. So, alrighty. Oh, hey, my webcam died there. That's a funny freeze.
There's your new think emote. You're doing a good job at making emotes for yourself, you know?
Hello, webcam. Okay, goodbye. It's gone now. Well, that was silly, but we have about 20 minutes, so let's open it up to recess. Let's get a PB going here.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. I'm gonna go take a quick break while people get in here. If you guys don't have my friend code currently, I'm gonna put it in the chat. There it is. So let me know when you added me, and I will come back and accept those requests as needed.
Can I say I'm glad I was muted when Jem said that the sploosh was in Narnia. I got a laugh
It's
out
funny
of
because
that.
that's the exact word I used when I was first, like, when I was there viewing. I'm like, why is he in Narnia?
I haven't heard anyone say that for a long time. Like, I remember back, what is it, like in school and stuff, we would always make jokes about people like when we caught people daydreaming, just like, oh, you're thinking about Narnia and all that stuff. They'd just be off in their own little world. And now it's coming back into play here, and it just, oh my god, it was great.
Very fine.
It was funny because I didn't even see a route he took. Like the third time I opened the map, I'm like, let me see how he got there, and it was just all green paint. And I'm like,
Yeah.
however you got there, congrats, but please don't do it again.
Teleportation.
Also, I don't know of many hydras that actually just take off and go zoom without painting. I know there's a couple that do, but a lot of them don't, especially for a long jaunt. But it's
Jamie's
still
in
always
there, yeah.
interesting to see. This is why Jamie's so magical? Question mark.
It all makes sense now.
Oh, I just realized I'm my favorite number of level right now. Let's go.
Wait, your favorite number is
Wow.
11 too?
Wait.
Hey
hold
yo!
on. Yo!
No way.
I know, kid. First number in hockey, and what is it? I was born at 11:31 a.m. So those are two reasons why it's my favorite number.
Oh,
Very nice.
Gem is back, and this time with veggie straws.
So
Heal.
Powerful.
Cactus and I just discovered we have the same favorite number.
Just Jamie's asking
Twins.
7-Eleven. Yeah, mine is 8. 8 is the perfect number
Well, look
of
at that.
all time.
There are 2 8s. in
Oh,
this
wait a
lobby.
second. I'm rank 18. I didn't even realize it.
Ta-da!
Wow. How perfect is that?
Anybody is welcome to join, of any skill level. We definitely have multiple skill levels represented at all of these PBs. So everybody come on in.
Gas station
Yeah.
number.
Mhm.
I would be too, Jamie.
I was about to join, but then I forgot. Let me see if I got any friend requests. I don't think I did.
Nope. Otherwise, you'd have a little blue light on your profile picture.
Yeah. I don't remember who Mitchell is. Is Mitchell one of you guys? Also, look at this account for a second. Those who haven't seen it, I keep this because, okay, so right, they've got about 6,500 hours of Pokemon, about 3,000 hours of Monster Hunter, and then 10K
Jeez.
in Splatoon, and it's been that way for a long
Oh.
time. And 1K in Animal Crossing. Like,
That is nuts.
do they just leave their Switch on 24/7?
I think that's Shingeria? Shingeria? It's either Shin or Tsungeria. That is a lot of hours, though.
There's
I'm under my
such a
massage blanket.
thing
My
as
Switch
a-
is so far.
There's such a thing as a massage blanket.
What?
That
Is it like a
exists.
weighted blanket? A weighted, heated...
Now that would just be being spoiled.
It's got like a fridge attachment to it. Charger.
This blanket is too comfortable. I am not allowed to have it because I will spoil myself.
I need a blanket. I need a
I will
blanket
not
in my
do
room.
things with such a blanket in my house.
I only use like when I sleep. I'm always like on top of the cover. So, what is it like? I have I specifically got like this plush quilt to go on top of my bed, right? Because I just sleep on top of my bed with 2 blankets, no matter how cold it is or how hot it is. It's just two of the same blankets. It's like, okay.
I'm going to get a game started because we've got 3v3 ready to go here. And if anyone else wants to join, you are more than welcome to. Just join up.
Jamie. So, what is it? Jamie and I ended off our Pairs League Nuzlocke yesterday with still on a win streak with the double silver arrow spray.
Oh my god. So for those who don't know what a Nuzlocke is, that's a way of playing Pokemon. But in this case, what it means is they're playing with a weapon until they lose on that weapon, and then at that point they consider their weapon to have died. They cannot use it anymore.
I thought I was going to cry the way my Hydras died the first time.
Oh no.
That's pain.
Yeah, come on in, Fishy.
You can just hear the.
The water's
pain in my
fine.
voice.
We've got heated blankets.
Apparently, that was a legendary clip to those who were watching that day.
Ah,
Jamie remembers it.
Of course. Did I send it to you, Jem?
I don't remember it, so
Uh,
I might need to see it again anyway.
I'll find it because I know I put because I lost both Hydras back to back, and I at the end of the at the end of the second one, I'm like, my children are dead.
They're gone.
Hello, Chicken Lord. Hello,
Surprise.
whoever this
Well,
tent is.
Those missiles landed faster than I
Oh.
thought they would.
What the heck? That's Hecka. Hecka on the tent?
What the hecka?
Yes.
I can't believe he's been a viewer for so long, and this is still the first time I'm making that joke.
Oh.
I got you.
Oh no.
Ooh.
That was fun.
Oh.
Well, I was hoping that the Rainmaker shot would hit, but I guess I missed the center of it.
Oh no. Oh no. Nice body block, but then there's Hecka. with the blaster tent.
1v1, let's see how that goes. Nice! Good job, Avery.
Yeah.
Sad.
Chicken Lord, how could you?
Betrayed you, but only in this moment,
I-
and the next 3 minutes of moments as well.
This is a little bit of a mismatch. There are more chickens on the other team than there are on Chicken Lords. Uh-oh,
Yeah, that's
how'd that
the funny
happen?
part. Oh my gosh.
Sneak
Jamie for the win.
Welp.
Oh, Jamie!
I know Hecka was fighting me. I don't know what else happened there.
Don't finesse me. Just like, that's there. I'm just gonna pick that up and done.
Yeah, we all had this. Oh man, Cactus had a different cap, but Cap Gang, let's go. Gem was in mid. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was in mid, and Hecka was even further in front of me.
Yeah, Hecka was literally right in front of me.
Yeah, I was just a second too late to see Jamie, and picked it up and was gone before I could whip around.
Your Switch is still dead. Oh, that's unfortunate. You can play whatever you want to, Fishy. Play both if you feel like it. Oh my god. Hecka, I think you will understand why that message got deleted.
I find that
You wanna
so
maybe-
funny.
You want to maybe reword that? Just respell that, let's say?
I'm pretty sure that wasn't Hecka's intention, but that's funny.
That's it.
This
Very
looks
funny.
like a bad message.
Oy vey. Oh man, Avery, there's a roller over there.
I got traded.
Please enough.
There we go. Hello.
Come on, Jerry. Good job, Jerry.
Got another one too.
E-
Me not knowing how to
No.
aim with the flash. lost the zone. Ooh.
Not for long, though. Aw, he caught me on the way up. I
Ah,
was trying to do the
I
funny
don't
thing.
like this.
Sauce.
I don't like this.
Eep.
Ah.
ah. The missiles.
Hecka no.
Ah! JB!
Ah, that got the wrong person.
No. I got zoned though. I got.
Ow! Eaten by an enemy chicken.
Oh dear. Oh. Oh no.
No!
I didn't even see that bomb.
Oh no.
Oh, there was someone behind me that whole
I
time.
couldn't help Jerry. Uh-oh. No. Gosh, I just needed to throw. You know how many times I forget that I can throw a second burst bomb after I swim?
Well,
Hi, this is why I don't play Splash.
Hello, Spooky.
You know, I forget what bombs are sometimes because I main mines.
hello, Spooky Evan. Welcome to stream. Play on tabletop and DivX +1. It can be done. Yeah, honestly, I think tabletop is totally viable. It's a smaller screen, but that's really all that's different. It's not like you... I feel like it's harder on handheld because you have to move the screen, and so you don't get to, like... And I'm trying to pantomime for the camera, which is not on, but... It's definitely a little bit trickier tracking stuff when the screen itself is moving, but I feel like you could still get used to it. I did beat Inner Agent 3 for the first time in handheld mode. The main reason I don't do it is because I prefer the feel of the Pro Controller to the feel of the Joy-Con. There's a friend request. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to delete another friend to make room.
So many friends, so little space.
I know who these
Dee-da,
people
dee-dee-do.
are. I think this is a streamer I played with once and have not seen since. They were cool, but I have not played with them recently, so. And I don't remember who that is at all, so we'll get rid of a second one here. And that'll give us some space. So Marcel, the stream is always a VOD review, but then if we have some extra time after that,
we'll just do a Squid School Recess, which is playing PBs together.
Yeah.
Cool. There's the Smokey, and so that should give us an 8th person once Fishy is able to join us. Don't worry, right now when you're getting on, it's going to be tower control.
I usually have the same problem. I keep getting this like the same 2 modes all the time, and it's like, but I need to actually get placements for this one before the month ends. Meanwhile, there's like 7 days left in the rotation, or not rotation, like the monthly things.
All right, so I'll chill until Fishy is able to join us here. Tau control, my favorite. Yes, it's all about you, Tau. That is what this mode is. Everybody post your appreciation of Tau in the chat, please.
Pom-poms in the chat.
Yes, hang on. Done.
Yeah!
There we go. Praise Helix. Never forget Bloody Sunday. Tau Appreciation Month. See, the issue with that is that leaves us with 11 months that are not all about Tau appreciation.
What the Tau appreciation year? The year of the Tau.
Fishy, I don't know if you've been noticing, but I've lost every game so far. So, it's not unwinnable. Dang, Banky coming in hot.
Ouch. The war has begun.
Nice.
Cool, I traded. I did also get 1.5 beforehand. Hello, Chicken Lord.
I don't know how I survived that entire time.
You peeked to where I could see you.
Well, I know how I died, Debbie.
No, Debbie's on your team, isn't she?
Wait, what? No.
What are you talking about? I'm on
Oh.
your team.
Then I don't understand what Debbie's saying.
Ow!
Watch out for bomb. Good job watching out for bomb. Thank you for taking. Oh,
Ah, sad.
No, that ink. Sad.
Yeah.
Tried to tread the shield, but it didn't work.
all right, pretty good push.
Oh, I missed. I hit the pole. Well,
Way to go, Jen.
that was a bad series of shots to take.
Hello, Debbie.
Hi. You're gonna regret trying this.
I regret everything. I regret everything.
I did try to give you a pre-warning.
You know, thinking is an optional task of mine.
Oh, man.
Oh, almost gone. Oh.
The amount that I want to do callouts right now, but can't because it's like not fair.
And also, like, the people in the chat are likely
I
to
know.
be on the other team.
I know. Well, the thing is here is
Revenge.
I wanted to make a call out to Cactus, but I'm like, I need to bite my tongue. I need to bite my tongue. I need to bite my tongue.
Ah.
I see you in your sneaking,
Oh,
Avery.
I almost got you. My sneaking. My sliding and my sneaking.
Oh hey.
Surprise attack.
Oh no. Oh no!
It's all good. Cavalry's here. Okay, maybe not.
Ah!
Ooh, nice, nice.
My name, don't wear it out. I popped it too late.
Ah!
Jameer. Oh, I missed the last shot! I also thought I had a mine there, and I did not have a mine there.
Nice.
Oh.
We were in a really good position to defend there, though. We had a lot of ink.
Hey, Jem, you want a game?
Analytical commentary, cool.
Sunglasses for the win.
So,
I guess it was tied.
we are
Never
we
mind.
are past the point where we would normally end, but because I got the request from Banky to do a commentary on a match, shoot, we would need someone else to be in the match in order to make that happen.
Or
Hey, Banky, you want to join? Fishy says, that Hydra was annoying. Good job, Debbie.
Sorry. It's my thing. Coffee! Yes, coffee. You should still have me friended, right? But we lost one. So it'd make it uneven
Well, we'll
again.
get two more, because it looks like Banky is joining, and then Coffee could join, and that would make
Okay,
9.
cool. There is not.
So we will get one match with me commentating. And then we're going to call it, because it's getting towards dinner time. I'm getting peckish. There is no password, I don't believe.
Shouldn't be.
There's coffee. Look, you did quite well with the Brella. I will give you that. You definitely had your shields up in pretty good times. Brella's not an easy thing to time either.
Give me a hot minute.
What about a cold minute?
Lukewarm's kind of good too.
Oh, dude, I
Hey,
love
Smidge,
lukewarm
Smidge.
minutes.
This PB looks fun. You know what would make it more fun, Smidge? If you were in it.
True.
I'm just saying, a nice massage blanket. I get it. All right.
Oh, we lost one. Who'd we lose?
Ah!
However, comma.
Who'd we-
Jamie.
I don't know who we lost. Jameer?
Jamil?
Yeah, you keep your fan theories to yourself, okay?
Yeah, Hydra Squad, rise up. I'm here with you. Let's go.
Brella and Charger. It's an interesting combination of weapons to play.
I
They play
mean,
very different roles.
Yeah, in a way. Oh, the internet's being funky.
Oh no.
Karuto, I have a question for you. What was up with the clip of? Did you just clip the? One of the clips you made off of the Nuzlocke yesterday was literally just me saying that I didn't know if I could trust you.
Oh my god, we got a perfect rainbow in chat. We got someone with a red name, then an orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple.
Yeah, it's so good.
Beautiful.
Oh!
The lobby is perfect now. We can begin.
Now the game begins.
See, that was
Oh,
Reef.
it's Clamblitz.
All right, y'all ready for Clam Moray? Inevitably. Oh, Clam Walleye, even better. All right.
Breathe. Just
So
breathe.
let me spend a lot of this commentary segment just telling you about how terrible a map Walleye Warehouse is. So the thing about Walleye Warehouse is it's way too skinny. A lot of people will say what Marcel Finn is saying, that it is the worst map in Splatoon, and I've come around to agreeing with that. I think
Yeah,
that
totally.
there are map modes where Kelp is defensible, where Moray is defensible, but there's not a single mode in the entire game that I would want to play on Walleye Warehouse, because it is just a very long, narrow corridor. There is not enough cover for the way that you want to be able to move up. And if you want to get into the enemy base, you have to fight your way all the way through mid with no flank routes, basically. The only real way you have to get in is like on your team's left-hand side, and even that isn't phenomenal. The right-hand side is usually getting watched by a mid-range weapon or something that can wall you out while also watching mid, so they're doing double duty, and it's really hard to overwhelm them. And then the left-hand side, you do have the ability to drop down from 2 different angles. But they can still watch both of those angles, so it still sucks. This is also a good point. Missiles, busted on a map like this, because there's no way that you can get out of the radius. Stingray, busted on a map like this, because you have no verticality to get away from it, and it's also not very wide, so you're probably going to hit someone even if you just swing it around randomly.
Avery, I'll have you know I was one fall-off shot from getting you there.
You sure were.
This is the map in Splatoon that is most likely to result in a nasty spawn camp lockout situation, because they can get into your spawn and you have such a narrow pathway to get out of it that they can just shark underneath it and spot you every time. So, let's see how Clambus goes here. Clamblitz on this map, I mean, it's a mess, obviously, but it's very difficult to get onto Pit, which is right under the basket there. You have a couple of ways to do it, besides just going straight up the middle over ramp, which is very difficult unless you have something like a bubble. You can go through the left-hand side, as long as you win what is likely a 1v1 on the left there through closed, but then you still have to make your way partway through Pit.
Hi, Debbie.
You can also get up
I
over the
was
top
one
right.
shot.
Ow.
Ow.
All right, so yellow team has several down. They're going to try and make a push here. It looks like they have a Booyah Bomb that they're going to be able to use to get in. That'll force Coffee out of the way. Soldier decides to flank around behind, but that's going to at least result in the Power Clam going in, and they have a few clams to go in after that, but Heka is stalled by the rest of the team. Looks like he's going to end up going down here unless he gets some support. He is down. Devi is also down. The push dies at 65. Not a huge push, but probably a worthwhile push. Sort of. Gives the other team a Pity Clam, and the Pity Clam is definitely worth a lot. That clam will never despawn until someone picks it up. So, hey, if you just immediately pick up Pity Clams, stop doing that. Make a Power Clam in mid instead, and that way when someone dies from your push, they can jump the Pity Clam in for extra points if they want to. But just picking it up takes away your insurance policy. If everyone gets wiped, now you have 0 clams instead of having 10 clams. So, also, having a Pity Clam can, of course, activate overtime because you have an extra clam left over. So just a PSA there about Pity Clam usage. So, speaking of which, Cactus picks up the Pity Clam while he's at a numbers disadvantage. So nobody was listening. No, just kidding.
I didn't mean to pick it up. It was an accident.
Oh, Devi with a strong flank coming up on the right-hand side. That is actually something that Hydras are pretty good at doing. They might struggle a little bit getting around the corner into cover like Devi did there, but she is set up successfully. I say that, she dies, but the Power Clam goes in. Second Power Clam misses, unfortunately, so the push is going to die, having only earned 3 additional points for yellow team. Let's see what blue team can do. They need to put a dent in the paint control that yellow team has right now. They're doing a pretty good job of that. They're definitely all focusing on it, and they've got mid control pretty heavily right now. Avery gets picked. Let's see what the rest of yellow team can do about that. Cactus trying to get into an annoying position, but finds that Devi is over the top of him, gets out of there. Let's see what happens next. The Power Clam has been thrown towards ramp. I don't know when or why that happened, but Power Clam down, and now blue team is largely without clams. Only 4 clams sitting there right now on Coffee. So it's going to take a second before they're going to be able to push again. Yellow team is going to be back in defensive position by the time they're ready to go. Soldier takes a 1v1 with Beyond Destroyer in the closed there, ends up going down. Coffee goes down to, I think, a bomb. And yellow team should be able to push in with this. Avery going to be in a little bit of trouble. Gets a pick on Jamie, though, for a trade back. So not the end of the world there. Going to stall their push out a little bit. Now it's 3v3 for their team. Coffee going after Beyond Destroyer, trying to stop this flank on their left-hand side. The Booyah Bomb goes out, though. Blue team deciding to push the rest of the team. Able to take Beyond Destroyer out. We'll see if they know about Devi. They do not. Devi shoots Avery in the back. And now it is a 2v1 situation. Still not enough clams, though, to make this push successfully. So blue team going to have a chance to defend. We'll see how they do. Beyond Destroyer goes down to a well-placed bomb there, I believe, from, I would think that would be Cactus. Cactus goes down to Devi. Let's see if Avery has a chance at this. This is such a powerful position for a Hydra. They can just duck around that corner, and it's really hard to stop them. It's actually a great hide-and-seek position to take. If you know that you're allowed to shoot them back, you can actually just hide around that corner there, and they can't really do anything about it without a coordinated team effort. So really strong position there to take if you just pick Hydra and play hide-and-seek with it. Pro tips.
I saw you, Debbie, and I noped out of there.
I was just like, are you actually going to come forward to this? So you made it. You made a good choice. You made a good choice. But you're very lucky that you came out when I was charging. That saved you there.
Sure did.
All right. We will do one more just so get a little bit of variety. But this is the last one, I promise. Because clam walleye is not everyone's cup of tea.
Hey.
Rainmaker Starfish. This is an actual mode that people play in competitive tournaments.
It is.
Jamie was like, Moray, woo! Now we get the other bad maps, yay! No, we're Rainmaker Starfish. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
All right. Rainmaker or Starfish. Why was I saying walleye? So this is a pretty interesting map, I think, now. It definitely needed some changes at its inception, but with the extra space they've added, there are some more options for offense. Not as much of a choke point, if I remember. It was such a long time ago that we had the old Starfish that... not options for offense. Options for... I guess it kind of helps both. They widened the map, basically, effectively. They made it so that there are more ways out of spawn, so it's less of a lockout. I think they set the spawn a little bit further back and changed a little bit of how Mini works. So, at any rate, they changed it, and it's better now, slightly. It's still a little bit choke pointy, especially with once you get the Rainmaker through their street, you can only go left or right. That's basically it. You could, I guess, take it up over Snipe and jump it over the top. That is an extreme option that occasionally you see, but it's very difficult to defend that unless you're just rolling over them already. Let's see how this goes. That is 5 miles away from spawn. There are worse maps for that. That's my biggest complaint with Moray. I think that Moray is the ultimate example of that. Here, yeah, it's pretty far, but it's traversable. Yellow team looking pretty strong right now, but they do collapse on Cactus between Jamie and Soldier, so good fight there. Heka pushing in, getting a good pick on Soldier, and now Jamie forced to back up. They're going to grab the Rainmaker, they're going to push it to the right. Beyond Destroyer going to need to back up and help defend against this. Avery in the front goes down first. Can Beyond Destroyer get the pick on the Rainmaker? That's going to be huge. No, they don't. And Devi actually just going to be able to walk it right up.
I almost died to the chicken in return of splatting you with the chicken.
Classic example of a stagger in that situation. It was basically 1-for-1 trades, but then as Jamie starts retreating, he gets caught. And then Beyond Destroyer is trying to go that same way. Avery tries to go in, and they take a 2v4. Just a difficult position to defend from at that point in time. So, GG's to everyone. It's always fun to have our recess sessions. We are going to call it there for the stream. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Really appreciate you guys. Special thanks once again to Cactus for being our VOD reviewee for this stream. Always appreciate having, more content that we can show, and like I said, having that courage to put themselves out there in front of a bunch of people on the internet while I'm criticizing them. So
you're welcome.
If you would ever like a VOD review on Squid School, just join our Discord server, which is here. Types in chat. Join in on that and DM me. I am Gem, Gem. You can find me pretty easily at the top right there under the coach category. And just send me a DM that you want to, and we'll talk about scheduling and how we're going to procure that recording. You don't need recording equipment if you want a VOD review. We are happy to go in spectator mode and just watch your perspective. Ideally, we want you to record it yourself, so you have maybe a camera watching your TV screen. That's probably better because then we get to see exactly what you're seeing. But any way that we can record it is great, and we can definitely use it to get a lot of info out there. So let me know if that's ever anything you're interested in, and I would be happy to get you on our schedule. Tomorrow, we're going to be having Warzone Wednesday, I believe. So we'll be seeing that with Rosebud and Andy at same time as Squid School. And then otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Awesome.
See you guys
bye, everybody.
soon.
Bye.